Imagine waking up in London, a city famous for its rain, its fog, and its cool weather. But instead of rain tapping on your window, you are met with scorching heat. The thermometer outside your house shows 40 degrees Celsius. The roads are melting, supermarkets are running out of bottled water, and your train is delayed because the tracks have warped. This sounds like a scene from a dystopian movie, right? But it's not fiction. This is the reality of the United Kingdom in the summer of 2025, the hottest summer ever recorded in British history. For generations, the UK was known for grey skies and drizzle. People joked that British summer was nothing more than slightly warmer rain. But that stereotype has shattered. The Met Office has confirmed that average summer temperatures this year were nearly 3 degrees higher than normal. London itself, the city of double-decker buses and royal landmarks, crossed the unimaginable mark of 40 degrees Celsius, something scientists once believed could only happen by the end of the century. And the consequences have been devastating. Farmers have faced massive crop failures. Fields across England turned from green to brown, reservoirs dropped to critical levels, and millions of households were asked to limit their water use. The NHS reported thousands of heat-related deaths, with the elderly and vulnerable communities suffering the most. But here's the most shocking part: experts say this is not a coincidence. Climate scientists have confirmed that the extreme heat wave of 2025 was made 70 times more likely because of human-driven climate change. Yes, 70 times. Without the greenhouse gases we've pumped into the atmosphere, this deadly summer simply wouldn't have been possible. So why is the UK, a country that's supposed to be cool and rainy, warming so fast? The answer lies in a combination of factors. A rapidly heating Atlantic Ocean that stores and releases more energy, shifts in the jet stream, which normally brings cool weather but now traps hot air for longer. And of course, the buildup of carbon dioxide and methane in the atmosphere, which acts like a blanket, trapping heat around the planet. All of this has turned the UK into a heat hotspot. In fact, scientists now warn that the UK is warming faster than the global average. And the consequences go far beyond simple discomfort. Transport systems are breaking down. Train tracks bend and warp in the heat, delaying thousands of journeys. Flights are cancelled because runways get too hot for planes to take off safely. Energy bills are skyrocketing. People who never thought they'd need air conditioning are suddenly buying AC units, putting huge pressure on the power grid. Food prices are rising. With crops failing across Britain and Europe, basic items like bread, fruits, and vegetables are getting more expensive. This is not just an environmental crisis. It's an economic crisis. It's a public health crisis. And it's a crisis of survival. And the UK is not alone. In the very same year, wildfires raged across Greece and Spain, scorching forests and forcing thousands of people to evacuate their homes. India faced brutal heat waves that pushed human survival to its limit. And in the United States, entire cities recorded their hottest days in history, with infrastructure literally melting under the sun. Scientists say all of these events carry the clear fingerprints of human-driven climate change. So, what does this mean for the future? If governments continue with business as usual, such summers won't be rare, they'll be normal. By 2050, heat waves like this could happen almost every other year. The rainy, foggy image of Britain may vanish forever, replaced by scorching summers that push millions to the edge. But the future doesn't have to be this dark. Experts are clear: there is still time. Governments must invest in renewable energy, build green transport systems, and prepare cities for climate adaptation. Communities must push for sustainable policies. And as individuals, we must take action, conserve energy, plant trees, choose public transport, and most importantly, spread awareness. Ending. The summer of 2025 is not just a headline in the newspaper. It is a warning of what's coming if we fail to act. The question now is simple, but urgent: are we prepared for the summers of the future? Or will we look back at 2025 as just the beginning of a much darker reality?